don't judge me. Don't judge, say you not be judged. The responsibility as brethren is to call each other out, because there are certain minimum standards of behaviors that are expected of us. Certain minimum standards. No compromise. You can't tell me that you stood in church and said, I am a Christian, I am married in church, my body I keep for thee alone, and then your body becomes the body of Sister Jane, Sister Joy, Sister Jennifer. Or your body becomes the body of Brother John, Brother James, and Brother Jeremiah. Why shouldn't I expect fidelity from a man who stood and took a vow with me? Who do I expect it from? Why shouldn't a man expect that if a woman took a vow with him, she has eyes for him alone? Who trained you to have eyes for 20 women at the same time? Where did the training come from? It's not from the word of God. You are hearing the lies of the word. Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. Give me message translation. Don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. That's why man will say, the church needs to begin to speak out. All this, don't judge me. Don't judge. Say, men are polygamous by nature. I said, which nature? I asked the man, whose nature? In whose nature was man created? He said, actually God. I said, and God is a cheat? God is a dog? Whose nature? Immediately he thought about what he was saying and realized, hey, I've been saying nonsense. Those are the kind of people I say, and he looks like he has a brain that works. You just repeat things you heard without thinking about them. Polygamous by whose nature? By whose nature? Let's challenge these things and stop bandying words that are from the pit of hell. Now you can't tell the Christian men from occultic men. Let me go far. Let me not say ungodly men. Let me say demon worshipping men are not different from church men. Demon worshipping women are not different from church women. Mama, a woman came into my house. Please, ma, pray for me. Something is happening to me. So she said, I'm having an affair. I'm married. I have 3 children. I'm having an affair. I said, men are polygamous by nature. And the person I'm having the affair with is a man of God. I don't want to destroy his ministry. I said, you are coming after you have done it. Why didn't you come before? I run a rehabilitation center, and we deal with addicts, all kinds of addicts, including sex addicts. And one of the things we tell them as part of their safety net is, when you feel the urge, it starts with a thought. Call somebody. They always call after they have done it. I said, why didn't you call before? So you have capacity to call. Why are you not calling before you do it? Why are you calling after? Because you are enjoying the pleasure of sin. So you do not hold yourself accountable before you fall. You allow yourself to go there, then you say, I'm calling for accountability. That's not accountability, that's relapse.
Stand in your power.
The person I'm having the affair with.
Every hour, this is your story. Starting now. Stand in your power. Let the world see how. Stand in your power. Stand in your power now. Turn up your voice, your truth, your wow. Stand in your power. This is your channel now.
Welcome back to Stand in Your Power. Sis, let me ask you a question. If men are polygamous by nature, why do men get angry when you even breathe near another man? If men are polygamous by nature, why do they want you locked like a phone with a password? If men are polygamous by nature, why do they cry, break things, and threaten to leave when they suspect that you are cheating? Because listen, the whole men are polygamous by nature thing is one of the biggest emotional scams that women have ever been sold. And today we are going to unpack it, not with bitterness, not with noise, but with truth, logic, and emotional intelligence. Why am I doing this? I'm tired of women being trained to accept betrayal as normal. I'm tired of women being gaslit into thinking loyalty is too much to ask for. I'm tired of men behaving like cheating is biology instead of bad character. So if you've ever been told men are naturally polygamous, men can be faithful, just enjoy it. It's normal. Please sis, sit down, get your tea because we are about to clear the air. All right. If you're watching for the first time, this is Stand in Your Power channel. My name is Femi. If you are new here, you're welcome. We don't take your presence here for granted. Please do go ahead and like the video, share, subscribe, and comment in the comment section before we enter the gbas and everything. Okay, so let's go. What does polygamous by nature even mean? What's the meaning of that trash? Let's get to the basics. When people say men are polygamous by nature, what do they mean? Okay, they are not just saying men like women. No, they are saying men cannot be faithful. They are saying men are wired to cheat. They are saying, what else are they saying? They are saying that monogamy is unnatural for men. They are also saying that women should accept it, and if a man betrays you, it's not his fault, it's his nature. That's dumb. Think about it. Let's pause and think about it, because that's not a harmless statement. That statement is very dangerous. The moment you accept it, you automatically start excusing things that you should never excuse. You start to tell yourself things like, oh, maybe it is normal. Maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe it is my fault. Maybe all men are like this. Maybe I should pray harder. Maybe. And that is how women slowly become emotional prisoners in relationship. And I want to tell you something. A man's inability for him to control himself is not a natural law. It is what I call a personal choice. If men are polygamous by nature, I keep asking myself, why are they jealous? Why are they so jealous? Because that's a contradiction, and we need to address that contradiction. If men are truly polygamous by nature, why do these men hate competition? Why do men act like you are committing a crime if another man says hi to you? They act as if you have committed a crime if another man likes your photo, if another man replies your stories, if another man makes a comment to you, they act as if it is taboo. If another man asks you a question, these men act as if it is actually taboo. Some men don't even want you to have male friends at all. Some men will say, why don't you wear that outside? Or no, why don't you walk like this? Don't wear that outside. Why are you smiling like that? Who are you texting? Let me see your phone. That is insecurity of the highest order. Meanwhile, they are worse. So wait, you are telling me this man is polygamous by nature, but also wants to guard you like gold. Help me make it make sense, because it's not adding up. That is not polygamy, in my own opinion. That is ownership. That is a man who wants freedom for himself, but he wants restriction for you. Okay, I'm going to pause here a little bit, because what I see is that a lot of men are not polygamous. They are just entitled. They use polygamy as justification, okay, for their actions. These men are entitled. They want one woman for stability. They want another woman for excitement. Just hold on for me one moment. Let me share with you this post I saw on Instagram again. And okay, I think I lost my connection to share. Let me share again. Let me add to stage and see. All right. Okay. So I saw this post on Instagram, guys. I saw this post on Instagram. This man posted, he said, no matter how good a woman is, her character, her beauty, her heart, a man can still be tempted to look outside. And I'm like, wow. He said, can. He says, it's not a good thing. And I say this with humility. Okay. He says that I repented of it a long time ago. Sometimes all a man really needs to do is calm down and hold his woman tight. She is your best. The rest, na breeze. Oh. There was a season when something came over me. I started noticing another woman. I started noticing other women enjoying their company, feeling drawn to the noise. Meanwhile, my wife, a nurse, quiet, focused, studying, building capacity, growing in silence instead of fighting. So his wife knew that he was cheating, right? He's now saying instead of her fighting, accusing or breaking down, she did something extraordinary. What is the extraordinary thing the woman did? She calmly befriended those same women. When I read that part, I said, over my dead body, God forbid. He said she calmly, like this is what she did, and this should be the standard. Nonsense. He said she calmly befriended those same women one by one. They became her friends, even her best friends. I still don't know how she did it. One day, I jokingly told her, "You have taken all my babes," and we laughed. I'm like, for real? Who is the woman that is doing that? For me, I see that person as someone, I don't know. It doesn't even sit well in my brain. He says, but looking back now, I see wisdom, I see strength, I see maturity, I see grace. No, sir. You are with a woman that lacks self-worth. That is not wisdom. That is not strength. That is the only reason your marriage is still together is because you had a rethink. You had a rethink. He says, my wife has grown emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. Daddy, sorry, you don't know what that one is planning for you. You don't even know whether she has someone else, side man. He says, and I am deeply grateful I did not lose heart to my own restlessness. Men, let us calm down. What we are looking for outside is often growing quietly at home. Protect it, nurture it, choose it again and again. You see, that's why I say, when a man cheats, it is a decision. And when a woman stays in the face of cheating, it is also a decision. When a man cheats, it shows you the kind of person that he is. And when a woman stays with a cheating man, it also tells me the kind of person that she is. Okay? Someone in the comment, let's read what they said in the comment. Says, someone says, I will still say it till king come or kingdom come. Some of our mothers contributed to this kind of men. I agree. This is one woman who has contributed to the kind of men we have in society where they feel that polygamy or cheating should be normalized. She says, this person's father went to say that's why the younger generation of your fathers are looking for women that are like their mothers. So if they had a son in that marriage or children in that marriage, the boys will see it and say, oh, my mother saw all of this and she stayed. So he will use his mother as a yardstick for his wife, that if my mother can do it, then you also can befriend my babes. And I'm like, are you for real? Does this even... Someone says, as a man, when you are telling yourself that no matter how beautiful your wife is, a man can still be tempted to look outside, and also know that no matter how handsome and rich a man is, a woman can also be tempted to look outside. Very on point. That thought may help you decide well. Don't do unto anyone what you wouldn't want them to do to you. Exactly. So I'm going to go back. Let's just continue having this discussion, okay? Now, that man, I see a man that has owned his wife, in my opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, because I don't even know. Okay. These men, a lot of men, it's not like they want polygamy, but they actually want women. They want one woman for stability, and they want the other woman for the excitement of it. Okay? But they want you to remain loyal, like a soldier. And let me tell you, that is not love. That, in my opinion, is emotional exploitation. That is emotional exploitation. The truth is that a lot of these men can actually be faithful, but they only become faithful when it benefits them. Now, this is where we enter the real tea, because I've seen it too many times. A man can be polygamous by nature until he meets that woman that he truly respects. Suddenly, he becomes Mr. Monogamous. He becomes disciplined. Suddenly, he becomes the loyal guy. He becomes consistent. Suddenly, he becomes intentional. So I want to ask this question. I want to ask us, all of us watching, if it was biology, why does it change depending on the woman? Because many men cheat based on what they can get away with. They cheat when they think that you will not leave. Okay? They think you don't have options. So they ignore every other thing and be like, well, I will do whatever I want to do. They think that you are desperate. You are too desperate. You cannot leave them. They think that you are afraid of being alone. And they also think that you will continue to forgive them. So it's not really nature, in my opinion. It's access plus lack of consequences, like that woman said. Lack of accountability. And that's why some men become loyal when they know that they can lose you. The moment they know they can lose you, they will behave. They will behave. But let me not lie to you. Men and women experience attraction. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Because both men and women are what? They are humans. They are human beings. Women also notice handsome men. Women also have desires. We also get tempted. But women have been taught by society, control yourself. You are a woman. You have to be loyal. Your man must trust you. You must be disciplined. You must respect your home. You must respect your man. You must endure. You must manage yourself. Meanwhile, the men are taught men will be men. That's how we are. Don't stress us. Don't stress him. Don't push him away. Just calm down. Be patient. He will come back to you. So therefore, what we have is women are being trained for self-control. Men are being trained for excuses. But the truth is, let's really understand it. Temptation is not gender. It's not gender sensitive. Temptation is human. It's a human behavior. It's a human character. Discipline is also a human character. It is not science at all. Let's talk about the truth that people don't like. One thing that people don't like is the men are polygamous. It's not biology. Okay? People don't like to hear that. Men are polygamous is often not biology. It is culture. Historically, polygamy was tied to patriarchy. Yes, it was tied to patriarchy. It was tied to power. It was tied to wealth. What else can I even think about? It was tied to inheritance. Yes, in some cultures, when a man leaves the world, his brother will inherit his wife. Women it's also tied to women being, in my word, let me say, financially dependent. Okay? It comes from the fact that men own land, they own resources in those days. And in many places, it wasn't even about love. Oh. No. It was about producing children. It was about building legacy. It was about a lot of stupid things. It was about controlling women. It was about owning women. It was about proving status. Look at all my wives. Look at all my children. I am the man, So it was never men love multiple women. It was men have power. And because men have power, women don't get to refuse. That was what it was about in those days. And sis, that is not nature. That culture is a system, and is a system that we need to get rid of. Let's be clear about something. Real polygamy is structured. Okay? Real polygamy, I repeat, is structure. It requires honesty. It requires financial provision. It requires fairness. It requires emotional leadership. It requires responsibility, transparency. What else does it require? Let me think. It requires a lot of things. But what do men actually want? Before I go into what men actually want, the truth is, a man cannot do all of these things equally for any woman. It's not possible. But what do men actually want? Men want those nowadays men, or the modern day man, they want secret relationships. They want to be sneaking around. They don't want any form of accountability. Even at the same time, they don't want any form of responsibility. They don't want any form of fairness. They just want to be able to eat their cake and have it. No form of transparency. No consequences. Nothing. And that is not even polygamy. That, in my opinion, is recklessness. That, in my opinion, is immaturity. That, in my opinion, is selfishness. So stop calling cheating nature. Let's call it what it is. Okay? It is reckless. It is emotional immaturity. And let's be honest, this lie was designed to train women to accept betrayal. Because a woman who believes cheating is natural, she will definitely lower her standard, like that woman did. Lower her standard by becoming friends with her husband's side chick. Who does that? And then when women believe that polygamy is natural, she stops expecting loyalty. She stops speaking up. She begins to look at herself. She starts to blame herself. She begins to compete with other women. In my opinion, that lady became friends with those other women because she felt like she wasn't enough. She wanted to compete with them. And by competing with them, you know what they say? Bring your enemies closer. And then that woman, in my opinion, was enduring the pain. And that's why a lot of women are tired. That's why a lot of women are depressed. That is why women are silently dying emotionally inside of marriages, because they were told, oh, pray for him. Pray for him. Just enjoy it. It's normal. Sis, I want to let you know that betrayal is not normal. It's just normalize. There is a difference. Okay? Let's say it plainly. Men don't cheat because they can't help it. Men cheat because they want to. Men cheat because they feel entitled. Men cheat because they lack self-control. Men cheat because they want validation. Men cheat because they enjoy the thrills that it brings. Men cheat because they don't respect their woman. They don't respect their woman enough. They don't respect their partnership. They don't respect their marriage. They don't respect their family. They are not loyal to the family that they have built with that woman. Men cheat because they don't fear the consequences. And yes, sometimes they cheat because they are also unhappy. But is that justification enough? No. No. Unhappiness is not a license for betrayal. Unhappiness is not a license for you to go outside and start doing all whatnot. If you are not happy, talk to your partner, seek counseling, or leave. Go. But cheating is a decision to deceive. A real man is not defined by desires. A real man is defined by his discipline, because any man can desire any woman. But a man with integrity, that man will control himself. A man with values will honor his commitment. A man with emotional leadership will be loyal even when it's hard to be loyal. So if a man is telling you, I can't help myself, if a man is telling you, I am polygamous by nature, then there's something wrong with that man. What he's really telling you is, I don't want to be accountable. And sis, accountability is the foundation of trust. It is. Once a man tells you that or behaves in that way, my sister, there's nothing. That relationship is void. Let me end this by saying, you are not too much for wanting loyalty, sis. You are not unrealistic for expecting commitment. You are not too modern for wanting honesty. Nah. You are simply a woman who knows that love without respect is suffering. And any relationship at all that requires you to normalize betrayal, that's not love. There's no love there. That is emotional slavery, packed as tradition. So from today onwards, stop saying men are polygamous by nature. Stop it. I beg you. And start saying that cheating is a choice. He made his choice. Start saying men have desire by nature. Or let me put it this way, men have desire by nature and discipline is a choice. Start saying that cheating is not a nature, it is a character. Start saying that if it is natural, why do men hate being cheated on? If men are polygamous by nature, why do some men stay faithful for decades? Because the truth is, a man's loyalty is not defined by biology. It's defined and determined by values. So sis, stand in your power. How do you stand in your power? When a man cheats on you, believe him. Take him for who he is at that point. Before you go, I want you to answer some, I want you to give me your answers in the comment section. Do you believe men are polygamous by nature? Yes or no? Have you ever been told to endure cheating? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And if you want a part 2 where I discuss, can polygamy ever work without destroying women emotionally, comment part 2 in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Share this video, someone you know might need it. I love you, but I love your self-respect more. Hence, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.
Take what you learned, walk in your truth. Until next time, stand in your power.